Hi, welcome to Positive Preschool Tips. I'm Cindy. Today I want to talk about choice making with preschool children. I go into preschool classrooms and I hear teachers say, make a good choice. Is that a good choice or bad choice? Are you making a good choice? There are some preschool children that can really distinguish the difference between a good choice and a bad choice, and whether what they're doing is really an appropriate or inappropriate choice to make. But the majority of preschool children are going to need much more assistance than that. So to teach choice making with preschoolers, what you want to do is offer them two appropriate choices. That way you're narrowing down the field of all the multitude of choices that they might have and they might be able to make in a classroom down to two good choices. So you could ask the preschool child, would you like to play in the blocks or would you like to paint? Which would you like to choose? That way, instead of seeing everything that's available, they're focusing very clearly on two specific appropriate choices. They can decide for themselves which they would like to do. When you offer choices to a child, you're giving them the opportunity to have some kind of control over their day and over their environment. When you think about a preschooler's day, they have adults all day long telling them what to do, where to go, what to wear, how they're going to get there, how to get into the car, what they're going to eat. And giving them choices is a way for them to feel like they have some control over their day and they have some control over their choices. And that's a really powerful thing for a preschool child. It also is a good way to have the child understand the relationship between an action and a consequence. When you're giving them two choices, they are then making the distinction which they're going to choose, and they get to live out the consequence of that choice. So there's a real opportunity for them to learn cause and effect, action and consequence. I also like choice making as a tool and a strategy to use in classroom management. If you have a child that is in the block corner, instead of playing appropriately with the blocks, they're either banging them together or maybe throwing them up against the bookshelf, you can approach that child and offer choices. So you could say, you may either build a tower with the blocks or you can lay them out and make a road and run your cars on the blocks. Which would you like to choose? That way, you are giving them two appropriate choices and redirecting them away from that inappropriate behavior into making a choice that would be either one, a good choice for them to make. I also like to use choices to help children break down tasks that seem very overwhelming or very daunting for them. And cleanup is a great example of that. If you have a student that has played with the little colored counting blocks and they are spread out all over the floor, when it comes time for cleanup, that may be too big of a task for them to think about getting all of those bears into the box that they came from. So that is a good opportunity to offer them choices. And you could say to them, would you like to pick up the yellow bears first or the red bears? Which would you like to choose first? That way it breaks that task down and makes it less daunting. That way they can just focus on those yellow bears, get them in the box. And when they're done with that, you can then offer them the choice of, now would you like to pick up the red bears or the green bears? Which would you like to choose next? Choice making is a great way to break down those really big and daunting tasks into smaller steps so that they can complete the task. It also helps them organize themselves which they're going to do first, and you help them get through step by step to the end of the task. I've had great luck giving children choices and giving them the opportunity to have some control over their environment and to help them figure out what are those good choices to make in the classroom. So instead of just saying, make a good choice, is that a good choice or a bad choice? Next time, offer them 2 appropriate choices to pick from, and I bet you'll have much more success. So have a great day and have a great preschool day.